What up, fellow Clashers? This is Gromit here. We come to you live with another Smash Base Battle Report. Yeah, we just finished up another war. It was extremely close. Our opponent had some characters in there that were just really good at attacking. I mean, really good at attacking. And it was super close. Well, up until the last 30 minutes, we were winning the war, and then we just needed to clinch it by getting one more base, but unfortunately they actually grabbed one more base and it would have ended in a tie. Then they had 99% on one of the bases and we didn't, so they were already winning, and we tried to go for another attack to finish it off, but unfortunately it just flopped, and they went on to earning even one more star. Even if we just earned that one more star, that would have been the percentage to basically make it where we would have won the war. So it literally came down to one more star for us. For them, they had to climb a huge uphill battle, a lot more to secure the win if we got that one star. So anyways, as always, I'm not going to report on just always the good. I'm going to also report on the bad. This is not very good. We were on a huge winning streak, and then all of a sudden, we're getting these really tough characters. 95 percentile to 97%. This is a defeat. But again, with one star. All we need to do is get that one star. We actually would have been over 97%. Would have won, even with the tie. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our attacks here. I do want to point out some really good attacks here. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start with mine. Just to kind of show you here. Here's an attack. This base looked very incredible. Looked actually pretty tough, but it really wasn't. So I start off by dropping some loons over here to hastily get over here to get the clan castle out. My goal is for those loons to take out maybe one, maybe two if I'm lucky. So that would have been a fair trade. Now I send in my king and my queen. The idea is to get that CC, and I'm hoping that they would actually survive long enough to be able to hopefully get that queen in there. So I do a couple rages to ensure that whatever's in there, that I can actually take them out. And there goes that CC. And my king goes exactly the way I want to, but my queen goes this funky other way. But she'll come back around. So and I send some loons in. I send 3 per defense over here. Then I start sending 3 for defense over here, and I hold back on the rest of them. I do send 2 lavas in there per AD, and I'm hoping that my queen comes in, but she died. I didn't pay attention to her. I should have been focusing on her as I send more loons coming around from the side. And basically I'm encircling this base, allowing my loons to get through and do what they need to do. Again, every time those ADs have no chance because there's a lava loon there, and they keep blowing them to create more lava pups, which is actually working more to my favor. The idea is you want them to actually explode just in the right amount of time, not too fast, to be able to help clean with the cleanup. So as you can see here, I have a ridiculous amount of loons there, and I still got a lava hound. And so my pups are just doing their actions. Everything is going good, so all that's left is just clean up. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this. Guys, I just want to let you know that any type of Lava Loonian attack is extremely overpowered, especially when you go against a Town Hall 9. Now, I am a Town Hall 10, technically, but all my defenses are Town Hall 9. I didn't build any new defenses or anything. I just did it for the sake of being able to get my troops up higher. And I can take an extra 2 storages for more army, so I can actually be able to do an attack. So let's go ahead and look in here again. And okay, something I really want to show you. I know this is going to be insert into the video, but I just want to show you this. This is pretty crazy. I just realized if you are upgrading and you have a bunch of troops that are still in your barracks, and you actually have all your barracks actually upgrading, check this out. They are still building the troops even though both barracks are fully upgraded because I had them in the queue. So I really wanted to show you that. I thought it was really cool for you to see. Anyways, back to the video. This is the one that one of my buddies had a hard time on, and I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do it. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We pop right in here. So I decide to go towards the bottom here. I see that there's a cannon there all by itself. I'm just letting my loons go up there a little bit further until everything starts attacking it. Then I drop my haste. And my goal is to take it out. And I did. I succeeded. And get the CC out. Boom. CC's out. So then I start the same thing. This is where I'm going to take the queen and the CC out at the same time. Now the queen actually is already exposed, which is pretty much what they were planning on doing. They wanted everybody to attack from this end, and they had the clan castle at the other end so that their base would be harder to go through. But as you can see, I was able to take out the queen no problem, and their CC by just doing what I just did. Get the CC out with the lure, and this I strategically send in some loons in. I send double lava hounds on both of the top here, just because I don't want them to keep on attacking very hard. And so then I just send in some haste spells to kind of help them through the base, and then I send some more balloons off on the side to help support the lava hounds. There's actually 4 of them right there going towards the other 280, so I have plenty of time for my loons to be able to make it through and come through here. And so I got most of the back end of this base actually destroyed, and then here's the last 2 of the ADs, and look at my loons coming towards the center, and this is just so beautiful. Look at this. It splits right off and comes right down and just hits everything just perfect and goes off. I mean, it was just like a perfect little formation. Now I was hoping that I can get these lava hounds to be able to pop some more, but you know what? It is what it is. Doesn't matter. I have tons here helping for cleanup. So this base is completely taken out. Look, there's my queen. She's still alive. She actually survived. Even if she died, it wouldn't even matter. I still would have made up for her in cost, no problem. But because she was alive, I allowed the cleanup to go even faster. Now this is just incredible. Again, Lavaloonian is the way to go. Now I've tried to come up with bases to counter it. I'm still having a hard time figuring that out. I have some ideas, but then if you counter air too much, then your ground attack suffers. So it's kind of like trying to figure out the perfect balance. And I just want to keep them at 2 stars instead of getting all 3. So there you go. That was that attack there. And let's do an honorable mention. How about that? So let's go ahead and view the war here. Let's go to war details. And I know, I have a lot of counts. This is Pico Grommage. This is my Town Hall 7, I believe, and I'm going against a Town Hall 8 with an all-dragon attack. So here, if you want to see a really good dragon attack, I lightning or Zapquake one of the ADs to try to see if I can take down 2 defenses at the same time, trying to get as much value as I can before I do my attack. Once that's done, I notice I have these 2 ADs right here. Those are my targets. So I drop one dragon to be able to get that junk base right there, and I drop some at the other end. And the idea of having these go at the other end is so I'm clearing out areas to create a proper funnel. So then I drop them slowly in towards the center, because the outer sides will clear up first as the insides will clear up later, which will push them all towards the center. I send them all in my loons. I'm letting my loons go. I save my haste very carefully. Their CC comes out. A bunch of my dragons start attacking them. And as my loons come in, I'm still holding off on that. Oh, I sent in the haste. I completely missed. That was completely horrible of me to miss like that. But that haste ended up helping right here for taking down that AD with that drag. So that did help. So there you go. I was sitting there thinking that this wasn't going to work out too well, because I've been watching a lot of their traps just take down my dragons and take them down very fast. But as you can see here, 6 dragons that are still remaining and working on this base, and I still got 2 archer towers, and my biggest worries. The archer towers are the ones that take out the troops the most, and another trap just smacks my guys right up beside the face. It's just horrible. And yeah, so I'm sitting there really worried here, because now all my dragons are off on one side of the base. I got all this junk bases to go through. I even got a Tesla right there, and then I'm just sitting there going, man, this is just a lot I got to go through, and I got less than a minute to get through all this. So I was thinking, well, okay, at least I got to go good 2 star. This isn't so bad. I'm going to go ahead and speed through it a little bit here. But what's really good is all of a sudden one of my dragons decides to break off and go off to the corner. It worked out perfectly. And then now I know at this point, I'm like, yes, I totally got this. This is mine. Done. This is good. All right, but there you can see another attack, a solid attack, and that was a Town Hall 7 taking a Town Hall 8 down. Absolutely incredible. And then I did want to actually show one onto my base. And I usually don't like to show my bases because I don't want to reveal my bases. Because I don't want people to know how to be able to take them down. But I just had to do it because it was just like an incredible attack. And I'm not using that base anymore, so no big deal. So this is the enemy actually attacking me. I can't even say this guy's name. It looks Shreem. I don't know, whatever. Watch what this guy does. He's doing an all-dragon attack. Now, they're level 5. So he's going to Zap Quake 2 of my ADs down. My my Expos are set to air. So let's just see what happens. So he's gunning for those 2 ADs and then be able to wrap around and make it through this whole base. Well, he sends his queen on one side, his king on one side. He's trying to create a popper funnel using the king and queen. And then he sends in a dragon. And he's trickling them in slowly so that they can clear out the bases and push more towards the center, and then he just spams the rest in. He sends in his loons, and look at that. Look what he has in there. A lava pup. That was a brilliant idea, because now all those traps all go for that lava pup, and boom, and he explodes. And look how many loons he brought with this one. So he's got the dragons tanking for the loons, and then if the loons get too far ahead, the loons tank for the dragons, and they do this interchanging switch. And watch as my defenses just go gone, splat, and it's incredible. I couldn't believe it that actually an almost all dragon attack here could be this successful onto my base. This base, nobody's been able to crack. It's been like the toughest base for most to crack. The most they could ever get was 2 stars. This guy used an all-dragon attack, and my base seemed like nothing. It was completely pointless. And so he's flying through this base here, he's destroying things as the loon comes over and attempts to take something. And of course, my trap does absolutely nothing, just blows up on nothing. And I got dragons coming over the backside and the top side, and kind of pinching in towards the center. There goes my Expo, just trying to chip away slowly at the dragons, but they're such high powered and such high level that it almost feels like nothing, you know, and they're just flying through this base. I mean, I only got two defenses left. An Archer Tower and my Expo. And my Expo barely is even like doing any damage to a dragon. It's just sad. Oh, look, a trap finally got him. That's good. But look, all these dragons coming in. And now, nothing to defend. Nothing! I'm like in deep trouble. This is it. And that is it right there. Perfect start for this individual. But I had to show you that because, especially when I start getting into the higher levels, I definitely want to try this attack. It looks pretty good. I like the idea of having a tank for the tanks. That's kind of, in a way, you know, the Llama Hound for tanking for the loons and the dragons. That's just pretty interesting idea. Let's go ahead and I want to actually show somebody. Okay, here's Beetle. Let's do that. Beetle 3. I want to go ahead and show this one because I always want to actually have at least one of my members be starlighted in each episode. So this is one I'm going to starlight. So this is an all-dragon attack. Beetle comes in, he Zap Quakes the AD, and he Zap Quakes the second AD. And if you look there, Beetle's actually in 17th position. He's actually a engineered rush base. So as you can see, his dragons don't quite match his level or where his ranking is, but it doesn't matter. So he's doing an all-dragon attack onto this Town Hall 9. And he set up a line, and he's going after this 180. Then he sends in the loons, and if you notice, all the defenses are right here, creating a perfect line for those loons to follow. Then the CC comes out. This is when the CC comes out. Now those loons are looking like they're in trouble, but they're still moving along. They're still trucking along. They're distracted, so that CC's distracted. So the dragons are actually now focusing on the CC, taking out that AD. I had some dragons out there in the back, actually just cleaning up some junk areas. This right now is where the concentration of coming in is. He has those minions actually sent in to support the dragons. These expos are actually set to ground. I think the new thing to do, especially for the meta for this any type of base, is now to have them on both air and ground. I know ground extends the range, but most people are going to start doing air attacks now, or a combination of air attacks and ground attacks. And so having them just on ground, I just don't think it's beneficial anymore. So yeah, the only thing that's left that has any chance of stopping them are these two defenses right there. That's it. It's the only thing that has a chance of being able to stop his entire attack. As the loons are starting to come back in, and look, here it comes. Will he be able to do it? No, but he actually did damage it a little bit. And here we go. Everything's coming back in. There's like less than 22 seconds of this attack left because this is just his replay. He comes right in and he just overpowers the defenses. There's nothing left to do except for just clean up these two little junk bases. So I'm going to go ahead and speed that through. And so congratulations to my boy, Beetle. Good job, buddy. We're proud of you. So there you go. I showed you a bunch of different videos on some attacks within this clan. You know what? Why don't we do another one? Let's do Master Savage here. I think he would really like to be able to have himself featured. So here, Master Savage. Now, this is a base I always had trouble with. I hated these bases. He's going to Zap Quake 1 to get rid of the AD. And then he's going to Zap Quake a second one to get rid of another one. And he chose to leave the one on the far right here because of the air defense. The air defense would have blown a lot of his stuff away. So now it means his attack's going to be coming from this side. So he's got all dragons. And again, he's doing the same kind of technique. He's got himself Lava Hound. And that Lava Hound is going to be doing some tanking. So he's coming in from one side. Drops his Lava Hound to hopefully take over and have everybody attack that instead. And still got his king and queen. He still hasn't even used it yet. And everything is just coming towards the center here. This is always the thing I hate, is a mini Tesla farm. You know, 2 Teslas combined together, 3 or 4. That's just annoying and hard to take down. And so then now he drops his queen. His queen's coming in off on one side. Then his king off to the other. He's just trying to clean out the superficial stuff to force those dragons to go back towards the center instead of actually swinging around to the outside. He has one more loon left, and I believe he does going to drop it over here in the back. Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. There he goes. He drops it in the back. That way he can go towards that cannon. I think he should have just dropped it closer together. I don't know, but that's all right. And he still got a CC. I mean, like, he didn't even like drop it. I don't know why he didn't drop it. That's kind of funny. Usually I would, just to overpower the base. Doesn't matter, even if you can actually take it down. And anyways, as all of his dragons are. Let's see. Did any of them die? There's 7 there. So yeah, only 1 dragon died out of the whole attack. 1 dragon and most of his loons and his lava pup. That was the only thing that died. But anyways, that is our battle report. Just kind of going and showing you what we've done. It was a very close game, especially towards the end. I mean, I wasn't even kidding. I mean, right towards the end. And I gotta give it up to Big Spice for actually trying and making an attempt on number 5. It was an out of his league, but it was actually pretty incredible how he was able to attempt to try, and it was very close. Very good game. Anyways, as always, if you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you didn't like this video, click the unlike button. If you please leave a comment. Also subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I need subscribers. Our goal is to get to 100 subscribers. So let's get 100 subscribers. I would love to get them by the end of this year, for sure. So spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell them to all come here. Check out the channel. All right, until then, smash face.